My name is Ryan Geddes, and I'm a brand manager for Dust 514 at CCP Games. Dust 514 is a free-to-play, massively multiplayer online shooter set in the notorious sci-fi universe of EVE Online, exclusive to the PlayStation 3. And in Dust 514, you play as an immortal mercenary battling on the planets in New Eden, the galaxy of EVE Online. Dust 514 is a little bit unique for a console shooter because it's connected to this massive universe, New Eden. And what that means is the mercenaries who are fighting on the planets in Dust 514 are actually in the same space as the starship pilots in EVE Online. If they have enough war points in the game and if they know the right people in EVE Online, they can call down a starship strike on their location and actually affect the battlefield. It's pretty cool. And when we launched in May, we introduced Planetary Conquest. Players can join player-run corporations, which is like a clan or guild, and then they can actually take territory on planets, own that territory, and defend it from their enemies. So when we launched Dust 514 in May 2013, we introduced the Uprising update, which is a complete overhaul of a lot of the major elements in the game. We had a complete graphics overhaul, which really improved the look of the game, something that you don't really see on consoles very often. We overhauled the UI and the menu system, added a lot more content, new maps, new modes, new gear, new equipment, and this is something that once we've launched, we're sort of just getting started doing. A lot of games, they come out on a console and then 6 months later they might have some DLC or a patch, but for us it's very important to continue releasing content based on the feedback our community is giving us, and we're in the middle of that process right now. We already released Uprising 1.1, 1.2 is coming in July, and you're going to continue to see an aggressive cadence of release from us throughout the year. For us, a big part of it is the ability to transfer ISK between characters. So ISK is the in-game currency that's in both EVE Online and Dust 514, and it's not flowing between the two games right now. That's something that we're going to be doing in the future when these massive economies are connected. But right now you'll be able to, in your corporation, move money essentially between players and between corporations, which is a big shift. But for us, really, Uprising 1.2 is all about fast iteration on our community's feedback. So really a lot of it is nuts and bolts core gameplay stuff. Everything from improving vehicle handling to making sure aiming is right where we want it to be. And these are things that our community has told us they really care about, and that's kind of the way we build our games. We listen, we iterate, we talk to our friends in the game industry and the media and our players, and we move on from there. So for us it's really all about getting that core gameplay experience perfect. Community is super important, and some of the ways we interact with our community is just traditionally, you might expect the forums. We're very active on our forums. We don't just read them, we actually visit them and have conversations with our players. Every year we hold FanFest, which is a massive party at our headquarters in Reykjavik, Iceland, where we bring our fans out. We had 1,400, 1,500 this year. We sold it out for the first time ever, and they come to us, they go to presentations and panels, and we might do a little drinking here and there, and we talk, right? Like we just talk about the game, what they like, what they don't like, what they hope they'll do next, and then we share with them what our plans are for the future, and we see how those two things match up. We feel really lucky to be able to do something like FanFest, and it really shows like the commitment of our fans and the commitment of us to our fans. We don't have anything to announce yet about next year's FanFest, but what I would say is that we tend to get kind of crazier and crazier every year, so we'll definitely have some big announcements about EVE and about Dust 514 and maybe some other things as well.